Institutional Investor Pitch, Aegis Intelligence LLC. Target Dynamic, 5-minute seed pre-capital allocation, objective, 28 million total injection, 15 million patent defense escrow, 11 million IP acquisition, 2 million GTM deployments. Structure, founder 3 million rollback alignment. The core vulnerability, the illusory air gap. Every Tier 1 cloud provider and hardware manufacturer in the world is racing to sell enterprise AI infrastructure. They are telling hospitals, law firms, and defense contractors that local execution or software-defined air gaps keep their data safe. They are wrong, and legally, they are creating a multi-billion-dollar compliance trap. In a court of law, a software-isolated or self-asserted local AI deployment is completely indefensible. Why? Because it lacks 3 non-negotiable physical elements. It has no verifiable tamper evidence, it carries no unalterable audit trail, and it provides 0 third-party cryptographic attestation. If an engineer can plug an Ethernet cable back in for 2 seconds, exfiltrate data, and unplug it, the entire chain of custody is broken. The air gap evaporates. For the 40% of global data that is legally, regulatorily, or ethically prohibited from ever touching the cloud, including HIPAA records, attorney-client privilege discovery, and classified national security data, the status quo is unusable. We are Aegis Intelligence. We don't sell AI engines. We sell the legally admissible vault that makes AI usable for the world's most regulated industries. The technology stack, provable isolation. Our core differentiation lies in a hardware-software binding engine that transforms isolation from an unverifiable claim into absolute, court-admissible evidence. Instead of trusting a software setting, our architecture locks the environment cryptographically using an external, isolated witness framework. When an inference workload is run inside our enclave, an immutable, tamper-evident evidence log is generated. Local LLM infrastructure connects to hardware-software binding connects to external cryptographic witness produces court-admissible evidence log. If the boundary is compromised, the cryptographic seal shatters instantly, recording the breach. We bridge the gap between we say the system was isolated and mathematics proves the system was isolated. This technology is protected by an aggressive, ironclad intellectual property strategy consisting of a core provisional patent backed by more than 10 separate foundational filings. We have mapped out the blind spots of Microsoft, NVIDIA, and the major cloud hyperscalers. By the time they realize enterprise customers demand legal admissibility over raw cloud scale, our patents will block their entry. The revenue engine, massive capital efficiency. The financial model behind this infrastructure avoids the customer acquisition traps of consumer SaaS. It is built on brutal, high-velocity licensing economics. Our core entry metric is an enterprise license minimum of 3 units per target client installation, priced at $10,000 per unit, generating an initial baseline of $30,000 per multi-node deployment. 500 global installations times $30,000 base installation minimum equals $165 million run rate revenue. At a standard 20x infrastructure multiplier, 0.17% penetration of our target global verticals yields an enterprise value exceeding $3 billion. Furthermore, our monetization does not stop at the license. An isolated AI without current data is non-functional. Aegis drives an inevitable compounding recurring revenue stream through 3 distinct service layers: data feed services, secure, air-gapped injections of updated case law, medical journals, and active threat intelligence. Secure pipeline sharing, cross-node encrypted data exchange, compliance audit services, automated, government auditable verification logs. Our revenue profile flips from 85% licensing in year 1 to 80% recurring services by year 5, capturing Palantir-grade margins on an uncopyable infrastructure footprint. The capital architecture and scarcity narrative. We are seeking a total seed deployment of $28 million, structured for immediate institutional-grade risk mitigation. $15 million is allocated directly into a non-negotiable patent hardening and defense escrow. This is a dedicated litigation war chest that prevents big tech fast followers from trying to invent around our claims using nuisance lawsuits. $11 million executes the immediate transfer of the patent portfolio from the private asset holder to the corporation. $2 million scales our operational product market fit, deploying active pilot installations across legal and medical verticals. To demonstrate total alignment, the IP owner is executing a $3 million loan back into the company capital structure, taking direct economic risk alongside your investment. We are constructing this business with structural scarcity. Our growth roadmap maps out 4 definitive rounds to a $2 billion liquidity event. However, rounds 3 and 4 are already mathematically mapped out as $90 million institutional allotments representing single-digit dilution. Only 2 entry slots exist at the seed stage. The world is changing. The market is legally compelled to find a solution to the AI data leak. The big brains built the engines. Aegis built the vault. Let's build the fortress together.